this postal security plus. I'm going to be giving away two just $2,000 in cash live on February 1st at the event. All you gotta do is tag two friends on this post, share this post on your stories. February 1st, the most impactful women's sales event ever hosted virtually. Comment the word yes. I'll see you ladies February 1st. See you there. Ladies.
Hello. Natasha, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Tell me something that's gone well today.
I think I'm cracking the code with the sales, how to do it. Like I need just to make a sales script, then try it out. I don't know, like with a doll or something, and then have it more in depth. So it's not like a script when I sitting with prospects.
Oh, hold on. Something just happened right now. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me? I can't hear you. You can hear me? Okay. Give me
I
one
can
second.
hear you.
Let me try this again. Can you hear me now? Test, test. Can you hear me? Can you hear? Okay. Maybe it
I
just.
can hear you.
Can you hear? Test. Can you say something? Say something.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
That's working. Let me try this one more time. Test, test. Can you hear? Can you hear? Testing, testing. Can you
Yeah,
hear?
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. That was weird. It cut out like right at the end. Okay. Really want to see. I don't even want to tell you what I found. I just want to try it and then see how it works. Okay. Okay. And then
Yeah.
afterwards, I'll show you exactly what it is. And yeah, you don't even think about this being anything different from a normal mock call. So just a regular practice thing. So just be whoever you want to be. Think of a name for this person. And you're showing up on the sales call right as we are. Ring, ring, boom. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Beautiful. How are you? I'm Santana.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said, how are you? I am Santana.
I'm fine, thank you. I'm Bob.
Beautiful, Bob. Pleasure to have you. Curious name, Bob. I wonder how someone with such long, luscious hair got named Bob. Why did your parents pick that name?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just a I don't know common name.
Common name, common name. Yeah, a lot of times our parents just choose things because they're kind of around.
Yeah.
Really, the path of least resistance, doing things that is most common, and really that's what brought us here today, is to figure out how we can be uncommon in learning one of the most important skills on the planet, which is public speaking. So today, what we're going to be doing on this call is just talking. I'm going to be asking a bunch of questions. You can feel free to ask me questions, but we basically just want to find out, what exactly it is that you're looking for, and if I can help you. And if you and I both decide that this is a good fit, then we'll go ahead and get you started on your journey on the call today. Does that sound good?
That sounds good.
Okay, beautiful. So let's go and get started. What was it exactly that made you want to hop on this call today, Bob?
I saw your content, and it was like it spoke directly to me, so like how I actually see myself, and how to. And then I was like intrigued how which like uh, which direction you actually are uh, are using.
Beautiful, beautiful. You said you kind of saw yourself in my content. What exactly was it that you saw?
I just need to use my imagination, right? Yeah. I saw that. I was like, I saw that it was you use some techniques that's like spoke more to like the individual, not just like everyone. So it's how to use it for your own. I'm a student, and I want to like, after I've finished my master's degree, I want to like have a PhD. So how to speak out loud and how to present myself.
Mhm.
I saw that in your content.
Okay, beautiful. So we want to get a PhD. What's important to you about getting a PhD, Bob?
For the PhD, important is that I want to use it for to actually like bring it more to have a postdoc, and then use it to be and yeah, it's not called a professor at some point.
Mhm.
And if I have my speaking skills at point, it will actually help me to get that position.
What do you feel like is limiting you with your speaking skills right now? Or what makes you feel like your speaking skills are limited now?
It's not limited now. It's just the limited. I think the most limited is that you also use that point of it. So it's like it's increased uncertainty.
Okay. Yeah. So uncertainty. And what happens when you speak with uncertainty? You have filler words, and what effect does that have?
The effect is that people are looking down to me instead of looking at as I'm equal.
They look down on you. Bob, what's the worst part of people looking down on you? What's so bad about that?
The worst part is that you get that feeling that you're not good enough in the room, and you don't have this like the authority to say something
Okay.
meaningful.
Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Thank you. This is helpful. We're getting a lot of good, and I know this is, getting pretty deep. So I just want to keep going because we're really touching on some gold here. You said that you feel looked down on, and that creates the feeling of not being not good enough. When we look at this reflectively, can you see that when you speak and you feel not good enough, that's what causes the filler words and probably a weak voice and racing thoughts when you're trying to speak? And how it looks like it's public speaking, but really it's this identity of being not good enough.
Yeah.
Can you see that? Does that make sense?
I can see that.
Okay. How long have you felt this way? How long has this been happening?
Since I started entering the room with professors.
So that's probably what? How many years?
4 years.
4 years. And what happens when you talk to these professors and they perceive you as being not good enough?
So what happened with me?
Yeah, what happened? Yeah.
I get more silence and feel ignored.
Ignored. What are you getting ignored for? What is that you're trying to get that they're not paying attention to?
To enter my voice into the room.
Yeah. But what is it that you want them to listen to you for? What is it that you're trying to say or do?
I want to be seen as an equal.
Seen as an equal. So what opportunities are you not getting because you're not seen as equal?
I'm not getting the opportunities like talking to, I'm not getting the opportunities to do more important work.
What is the important
actually-
work you want to be doing?
Other than mopping the floor, it's like the boring kind of the kind of things that no one else wants to do, but they are just giving me the task.
What is the important work that you want to be doing?
The important work I want to be doing is I want to be a part of some decisions that make the work even more compelling, and make the work more in a way that moves somewhere, so in the decision making.
Mhm.
And also be given tasks that actually have a greater meaning with it.
Okay. So we're kind of dancing around the subject right now. Can you see, Bob, what's happening? And you're telling me like you want to be involved with more important work, you want to be around decisions, you want to be doing more important tasks. What is it that you want to be doing that you've already missed out on because you're feeling not good enough?
Want to be like on top of the projects, leading more.
Okay, leading. What projects?
Scientific projects.
Okay, regarding what? What was one project you didn't get on that you didn't get on?
Regarding like how to create a vaccine, how to like make the fundamental decisions to move forward.
Okay, so creating vaccines, that was a project you already missed out on because you weren't speaking up well enough, because you were feeling not good enough, right? How many times has that happened in 4 years? How many other projects have you wanted to get on? Just
maybe 5 projects.
5, okay. So 5 total projects, including that one. What happens if nothing changes? If you go another, I mean, you've already been doing it for 4 years, and you're heading into your PhD, and you're hoping to get into postdoc. So what happens if all through your PhD, you also feel not good enough?
I could not finish my PhD.
Yeah, not even finish. And then what happens?
Then what happens? I won't be in the science world anymore. I will have to recreate a new path.
Yeah, and what would you do?
I don't know, to go into corporate or something like that.
And what would be so bad for you about being in corporate?
That's not the way I want to.
Yeah, but what would be the worst part? What would be the worst part about actually having to collapse this entire dream of PhD and having to go into corporate?
It will be as a failure.
And how would that affect other people if you saw yourself as a failure and had to live the rest of your life that way?
They will see and look down on me, I think. I will have the feeling that they're all looking down on me.
And what is a word you would use to describe someone who's looked down on by everyone else?
That word I can't find. Please help me with that.
No, I want to hear it from you. What is a word you would use to describe somebody? If you saw somebody that you looked down on, that felt like they were never good enough and they were a failure, what would you call them?
Losers.
Losers. So can we see that that is what you've been embodying this entire time, this identity of feeling like a loser. And as a result, you think this way. And that's really what's producing your ums and ahs and inability to speak up for yourself. And how it's already cost you 5 projects, including your dream of being on the vaccine that could ultimately save the world. And if it continues, it's not just going to be losing projects. It's going to be you not even completing the PhD, but folding this entire dream, including being saddled with all this debt, as well as going into corporate and feeling like a failure for the rest of your life. And, you know, there's other people seeing you as a loser, but ultimately it's you telling yourself and feeling like you're living the life of a loser for the rest of your life. So is it safe to say that this is serious and this needs to change today? Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear. That part is brutal. Honestly, Bob, that's a lot. And I appreciate you sharing all that with me. Is there anything else about that you want to share?
No, I think that wasn't all of it.
Okay, good. Yeah, that was a lot. So thank you. Let's shake it out because that is heavy. Honestly, that's a lot. But Bob, we're not quite done yet. I want to go into the next phase of this call, which is to think about what it is there that we want to have. If we can imagine our life in 6 to 12 months and you wave a magic wand and you get everything that you want regarding everything in your life, what does that look like? Tell me, just paint the picture for me.
I will be taken seriously. I will have another way to present myself. Get the jobs I actually want, the projects, and moving forward.
What kind of projects do you want to be on? What is your dream job, Bob?
Being a head of oncology department.
Head of oncology. Ooh, tell me more about that. What's important to you about this?
To make a better structure of how the science is going on the hospitals, and make sure that the patient structure is up to date.
What's important about that to you?
I have some family members that have been in a bad process when they are having cancer disease.
Yeah. And what would have been like if they had a great head of oncology operating all the systems and processes?
The journey to not get cured, but to get into treatment would be more painless and more streamlined.
And what would be the best part if they had a painless and streamlined journey?
Quicker treatment.
That's a big one. And when people have quicker treatment, what is it that happens to them afterwards?
They could have increase of what's called
Natasha?
Yeah.
I need you to literally do 5 push-ups right now. Literally. Like, go.
Are you sure? You know, like what? How?
Yes. Yeah, go. 5 push-ups. Yeah. Seriously.
Okay. Done.
Okay, now just shake, whole body shake, whole body shake, whole body
Or
moves, whole
maybe
body shake, whole 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 body shake. The hair, the hands, everything moves, our body, our shoulders. We take a big breath in, we hold, and then in a second, with a big sigh audible, we Okay. Now, when everybody is getting great treatment, and everybody's recovering quicker from their symptoms and their disease, what effect does that have on medicine?
Oh, shit, I'm still. What it will have is that it will have a higher cure ratio than.
Yep, higher cure. Yes, absolutely. And then what happens to the world and the future of doctors at large when we have more streamlined systems and a higher cure rate?
Less errors.
Yep, less errors, more cures. And what would it be like, Bob, we'll call it 10 to 20 years for you to be the name attached to that? To say Bob was responsible for streamlining the process as head of oncology, which ultimately yielded more cures in medicine. He literally changed the world of medicine. What would it be like for you to have that?
That would be huge.
But what would it be like?
It will be a huge confidence booster.
Yeah. And what would be different for you if you felt that way?
I represent myself in a position.
And when you present yourself in all these positions and you get them because you're so confident, then what happens to you?
What will happens to me if I show more confident?
Yeah, you're more confident. You present yourself in all these positions as a
I
confident.
will lead in a different way.
Yep.
I will
And then
be more as a leader than just a follower.
Be a calm, confident leader. And then what is the effect that has on all the people that follow you when they're following somebody who's changing the world as head of oncology and streamlining so that they have a higher cure rate across the planet?
How it'll be if they follow
they have that leader that is calm, confident, and changing the world.
They will have an anchor to lean
And
on.
What will they be able to do?
They will be able to do a way more structured kind of job than before.
And how will they feel about themselves?
They will also be empowered.
Empowered. So really, what we're talking about here, it's not even just you, it's all of medicine is becoming a leader, getting this job, head of oncology, so that you can not only create the cures, but so you can create more empowered doctors into the future. Is that right? Okay. So it sounds like this is really what the vision is. Is there more?
No.
And what would you call this person? What is a word you would use to describe this person who is confident leader and creates empowered leaders underneath them?
How I will describe that person, or
what's a word you would use to describe this person?
guided person, leader, and someone with grounded expertise.
Okay, leader, expert. Okay, so we can see that there are basically two people that we're talking about here, two options. One where you're the loser who continues to fail every time he tries to speak and loses all these opportunities, folds his PhD and goes into corporate and lives his entire life as a failure. Or there's the leader who steps forward, steps into his power, steps into his confidence, finishes not only the PhD, but becomes head of oncology so that he can create a higher cure rate and create empowered leaders in medicine in the future, right?
Mm.
And it's clear which one we want to choose, right? Which one is it that we can no longer embody from here?
This the same way as
Yeah.
as is going on at them.
And which one is it that you want to embody?
The powerful and confident
Okay.
person.
Okay, perfect. So if there was something that allowed you to embody that empowered and confident person, not in, 4 years, not in 3 weeks, but today, would you take that opportunity?
Yeah.
What would you be looking for in an opportunity like that?
What I would be
What are you looking for in a program? That's the reason you're on this call.
to basically be better at it, at speaking,
Mhm.
and show that future authority I want,
Mhm.
but in a quicker format.
Mhm. How do you want
And-
that delivered?
How I want that delivered,
Mhm.
in a one-on-one
Okay,
position.
one-on-one coaching. Okay, one-on-one. What else? What else would you need to make sure that's successful?
Audio, where I can train how to speak.
Okay, so stuff that you can do on your own as well. What else?
Community.
Community. Perfect. Is there anything else that you need?
No, I don't think so.
Perfect. So if you had something that provided you that one-on-one support with study at your own pace content, as well as community to support you in this endeavor so that you can become that empowered, confident leader, would you take it?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like me to explain how I work and what my offer looks like?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, do you have any questions up to this point?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, so how I work is in 3 phases. I first work with developing a specific talk to help you decide what it is that you want to be speaking on. So it could look like you giving a presentation in class. It could look like you giving your dissertation. It could look like you defending your thesis. It could look like any number of these things. Really what that is showing you the principles of public speaking and persuasion, and ultimately how to help speak to the subconscious of the people that you're speaking to so that they are not resisting, but they are eager to listen. They're excited, they're engaged, and they want to believe everything that you're believing so that they can do what it is that you want them to do afterward, and they'll thank you for it. That's phase 1. Phase 2 is in the delivery. So it's actually rehearsing and going through that, as well as taking that talk and getting it booked on in front of other opportunities. So saying, let's say, you want to, if you defend your thesis here, how do we get you booked as a speaker at a conference? How do we get you booked as a speaker on virtual events? How do we get you as a panelist? How do we do so on and so forth? It's basically taking your signature talk and making sure that we get as many people to hear it as possible, so that we can take your message and not just speak to academics, but talk to actual decision makers in business, in finance, in economics, in medicine, all across the world. And the third piece is the most important piece, and it's rewiring the subconscious. It's aligning your identity to be this powerful, empowered, expert leader from day one. Because when you act from that place, everything is created differently, and that starts right now. Then all the other byproducts become easy, because it's not just about speaking on stage. It's not just about you delivering, your dissertation or defending your thesis. It's about how you interact. It's about how you hire employees. It's about how you network. It's about how you apply for these jobs. It's about how you speak up in class. It's about how you interact with these professors, because ultimately the way you perceive yourself is how they're going to perceive you. And like we said before, if you continue to show up thinking like you're a loser, then you're going to sound like a loser and they're going to perceive you like a loser. But if we can make you into this empowered expert leader, then they're going to perceive you as such, and they're going to want you on their teams. They're going to want to give you opportunities, and people are going to want you around. Tell me, what questions do you have at this point?
No,
No questions. Okay.
no.
So tell me, why would this not work out for you?
I don't know. Maybe time.
Okay, time. What about time?
If I'm in the lab from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the evening and still have to do something afterwards, so it could be time.
Yeah, your lab time is important, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and can you also see that if you don't do something about this right now, that you aren't even going to have a lab to attend?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so is it important to say that this is important to create time for?
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
Money.
Yeah. It's an investment. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. And can we also see that this is going to not only keep you from racking up debt, but allow you to pay that debt back? We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars just in your PhD. And then we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars also in your future employment, as well
Yeah, I can see
as
that.
speaking deals, so on and so forth. So would you say it's important to make an investment right now?
Yeah.
Do you have the ability to invest today?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now, what else could keep you from starting doing this?
I don't have anything else.
Okay. I'm going to tell you one more thing before it even comes up. Bob, do you want to know what that is? Graham, this is a killer. I hope you're watching. Take notes, Daddy. This is the most important piece, because you have a choice in this moment, Bob, to make a decision if you are going to start today to make a decision from this empowered leader position, or if you're going to continue to make a decision from this fear-driven loser position. Which one do you want to be enacting from today, right now?
The empowered one.
Okay. And when an empowered person gets an opportunity that they know is going to deliver them everything that they want and allow them to achieve the dreams that they've always spoken of, what do they do with an opportunity?
They take action.
Okay. So are you ready to take action?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to drop the fucking price. You guys know how it goes. Look at that. Oh my God. Look how fucking crystal clear that was. That's so
good.
juicy. That was so juicy. Round of applause for both of us. Very well done. Oh my gosh. So before you guys go, I want to hear, Graham, what was that like for you to witness? Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
That was really, really good. Really good. Yeah. Unbelievable. It was mind blowing. Yeah.
What was really good?
How you built it up. How you each part was built up to right at the end, which you got the sale.
So that, I'm sorry, I need to run. But see you. Thank you.
No, that was really, really good.
Yeah. So what do you feel like was different about what you may have seen in the past versus what you saw today?
Sorry, can you say that again? Sorry.
What was different about what you may have seen on sales calls in the past, or maybe even personally experienced, versus what you saw today?
I think it was, I believed. Yeah, there was belief there. Yeah, there was belief there. That's what, yeah. I could see the energy from yourself and from the the energy was there.
Mhm. This is really the important part. I'm kind of sad that Tasha won't be able to see this part, but I'll upload the recording for everyone.
Yeah,
The most important aspect here, from a low level, is bundling and putting backstops at every time. Pin down the thing before you proceed into the next one and say, is there anything else? Do I have it all ironed out? Have I created immense emotion and crystal clear clarity before I move on to the next thing?
yeah,
And
yeah,
you just keep doing that over and over again. Backstop, backstop, backstop. So there's no way that they can come back with a rebuttal or rejection because we've already eliminated.
right, yeah,
And towards the end, you can also see that I'm anticipating objections. So
Yeah.
I'm asking her, and she said, "Oh, there's nothing else I can even think about." And
Yeah.
then I was like, "That's the problem. That's exactly the problem, because you think that it's going to be X and Y and Z, but if you still act like this old person, then you're going to get this result. And if you act like this person, then it's going to be this result."
Yeah.
So you have to put them in that position before they make the decision. You
Right.
prime it for that. You create that frame for them to make the decision around the identity. Ultimately, all we're ever selling is identity. They
Yeah.
want to be the old person or the new person.
Yeah.
And then I think that was the biggest thing that I wanted to show was identity. Is saying it's literally your way of being. The way that you speak is not the problem. I don't
Yeah.
know what your offer is, Graham, but whatever your offer is also not the problem. Whatever you're selling is not it. You're really selling an identity.
right, yeah,
And ultimately, it's an internal state. So you have to have them have that internal state before they make the decision. Because if you don't, then if they're in the previous state and they buy, then they're going to shit the bed. They're going to not follow through. They're not going to use the stuff. They're not going to do whatever they're going to forget about or whatever it is. You want them to be at that as soon as they buy, and then you reinforce it on the onboarding process, and you reinforce it every single time with your community, with your coaching, with whatever you're offering, your delivery, the fulfillment of the service.
right. That's good.
Thoughts, questions, comments?
Sorry.
Thoughts, questions, comments?
Oh, well, it's quite new for me, so I'm quite right at the bottom of the start. I'm a real beginner, really.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all quite new to me.
Mhm.
Even though I've been in network marketing for a couple of years now, but I really now I'm at the point where I've got to go the extra mile. I've got to go up my game
What makes you feel? What makes you say that you got to up your game?
because I've been stagnant for a long time. Gone anywhere.
What do you mean by stagnant?
Stagnant means I've not moved up the ranks or anything. You know, when with the we're a travel company.
Mhm.
And you go up the ranks.
Mhm.
You get people on board.
Mhm.
And you get more people on board. The more people you get board, you become director, etc.
Okay.
At any level. I've got 2 people, then they've gone. So, and now I need to up my game, really, really push myself.
Wait, so you have no one?
I'm not no one.
Okay, so there's no income coming from this business whatsoever.
Well, I've had 2.
Okay, but right now there's none. There's no consistent recurring income. Okay, well, what's
I'm still
Yeah.
determined.
okay? Is that important to you? Like, do you have another job, or like, what's
I've not got a job at all at the moment.
Okay, so this is it.
Yeah,
Okay, so something really has to change.
yeah.
Okay. Wow. How long have you been without clients or without people underneath you?
About a year now.
Okay. Does that mean you've been a year without income?
Well, I get support from the UK government, so
Wow.
not a lot. I've had
Okay.
some savings as well, so
Okay, so you're getting support from the government and you're eating into your savings.
yeah,
Yeah, what's that been like?
that's not good.
Not
Think-
good. What do you mean by not good?
My mind said into me, I'm going to be earning enough money that I can put the money back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But so you want to be earning enough money so you can put the money back. So what has it been like doing the opposite, eating into the money you've already had?
say that again. Sorry.
So if the goal is to be making enough money that you can put the money back, what has it been like not making that and then actually having to go backwards and eat the money you've already had?
Not good.
Not good.
Not
No.
good.
No, but really, what's it actually been like eating into that?
Well, the money I've had is my pension
Mm-hmm.
that I've been taking from there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good feeling.
What is the feeling?
I feel I'm letting myself down.
Letting yourself down.
Yeah.
How so?
For taking money that I've earned before. But I know that this is an investment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm making investments to improve myself.
Yeah. Making an investment and then still not seeing a return on that investment.
Yeah, but I will be.
Yeah. But right now we're not. And we haven't been for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's already cost you, like, how much do you think you've been eating into that over the year?
I would say probably about 2K
Okay, so 2K a month or 2K for the whole year? What?
total.
Total. Okay, 2K total.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's already been that much over the course of a year. You say that you're, hoping things that can get. You also said that you're kind of a newbie here.
Yeah.
And how is that affecting you? You said you feel like kind of like letting yourself down.
Well, it's affected me mentally, definitely mentally. I've had a lot of issues within that year.
Mm-hmm.
I've separated from my wife.
Mm.
I was homeless for 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
Hostels,
Mm-hmm.
and spending money that I didn't have also for the hostels.
Mm-hmm.
So now I found somewhere to live. I can now start. My mindset can change,
Mm-hmm.
and I can go ahead and do the goals that I need.
Mm-hmm. What happens if the mindset doesn't change and you keep sinking all that money?
It will change.
What happens if it doesn't?
Changing now anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Changing.
What happens if the mindset changes, but the outcome doesn't change? Let's say your mindset changes, but you aren't able to acquire the new clients.
I'll probably have to try and find something else, which I don't want to do.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you want to do that?
Yeah. I was working in the care sector before,
Mm-hmm.
in the care sector, and I don't want to go back to that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that life.
What was that life like?
It was working 12-hour shifts,
Oof.
very physical, and getting up really early in the morning and coming home late at night.
Okay. Okay.
I know that I could do that within a sales role,
Yeah.
but then there'd be more reward.
Yeah. Okay. So what happens if you had to go back to that?
I feel bad. I feel like I'm going backwards rather than going forward.
When you feel you're going backwards, what would it feel like for you if you're going backwards? What would be the worst part about that?
Not going forward. I think it's reputation as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, reputation. People look at, he's back again. He's doing his own again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think they'd say? What do you think they would say about you if you went back after saying, like, I've got this other network marketing opportunity, I'll never have to do this again?
They'd laugh at me.
Yeah. What would they say?
Yeah, they say, "Oh, we knew you'd come back. We
Mhm.
do this. We knew you'd work out."
Yeah. And what would you call someone who tries something and fails at it?
A failure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So really, you can also see what's happening right now, right? Okay, good. So it's clear to see that that is the identity that you've been embodying.
Yeah.
And that's why you haven't gotten anything. You
Yeah.
haven't gotten anybody in the past year.
Yeah.
That's also, that mentality is also what caused you to separate from your wife, be homeless, and have to stay at these hostels and take from your pension.
Yeah.
We've seen that it's cost you, $2,000, but the money is not even relevant. The money is really just
No.
a piece, but it's really the self-perception, the identity that has to change, right? Okay. So can you see that something has to change right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Dude, that's a lot, man.
Yeah.
That is a lot. Yeah.
Got quite a story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But when I saw this opportunity came up with Daniel, I thought I've got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw it, I was with a group of my other colleagues. They were online with me, and they said, "We can't afford it." And I said, "Well, I can't afford it, but I've got the money. I've got, I can take the money from it." And
Yeah. The key, man, is taking what you learn and applying it as quickly as possible. You want to get guidance from people and continuously learn. Napoleon Hill says, knowledge is useless until it is applied with action towards some worthy end. He wrote this in Think and Grow Rich. It's one of my favorite quotes, and it's overlooked by so many people who consume over and over and over again. They sit back on calls, they watch, they listen, they read the books, they take the courses, but they never use it.
action.
And all of that, potential energy goes to waste.
Yeah.
Nothing happens, nothing changes. And we can't let that happen.
No.
We can't let that. There's a lot, it sounds like there's a lot at risk here. And it sounds like time is also at the essence. We
Yeah.
just got into a place where we need to start winning right now, right? Okay. So what is a way that we can win today?
I don't know.
You do. How can you find a way to win today?
By taking action.
Yeah. On what?
On what I've learned today.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
Um, working on my mindset.
Mindset ain't going to cut it. We're going to take action.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
You do know. You do know, Greg.
Right, I need. It's taking action. I know it's taking action. I've got to be ruthless as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. What does a ruthless person do in your position right now?
Take risks.
Mm-hmm. What's a risk that you've been avoiding?
Take risks because they've been avoiding. I think is letting other people know what I'm doing.
Perfect. How can you do that?
Yeah, I can tell people what I'm doing.
Who can you tell?
I've not got really much of a family of friends, so but I've got a good community regarding my network marketing.
Okay.
And they're really good because I've got two companies I'm working with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
you're going to tell them about the network marketing thing that you're doing now?
Yeah.
Why do you think that they're going to care?
But they do.
Didn't they give it to you?
Sorry?
Didn't they give it to you? The opportunity?
I'm working on the two companies, so well, maybe I don't know. I don't know who I'll go.
Yeah, you got to think of somebody that can produce income for you. All we care about are income producing activities.
A mentor.
Yeah. Okay. A mentor isn't going to make you like money today. You're not going to be able to recruit a mentor into your networking market.
No. Myself.
Okay. Yeah. Who's somebody else that you can talk to about what you're doing today?
There isn't really.
Well, you think that's a problem?
I've got yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm not going to buy from you because you don't know how to close.
No.
So, you think that's a problem that you don't know anybody?
It is.
Okay, yeah. So do you think that's probably the first problem that we need to solve?
Yeah.
Okay. So how can you find people?
Um, networking,
Okay. How can you network?
internet,
Okay. Where
Uh,
on the internet?
social media,
Where on social media? You have an
Facebook.
Instagram page? Facebook? You have a Facebook page?
I've got a Facebook page.
Okay. Do you know
Instagram,
anybody on Facebook that you can just start a conversation with?
probably. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Okay. How many people can you message tonight?
I can probably message you around about 5 or 6.
Okay. 6 people? Okay. What is the worst thing that you could say as a network marketer that would absolutely turn them off?
Rejection.
No. What is the worst thing you can say to them as a first message that would turn them off?
Desperate.
Yeah. And what does a desperate message look like?
Messy.
No. But what does it say?
Oh, it says that I'm a desperate person. Okay.
Desperate people don't say they're desperate. What do they say?
Oh, cry for help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do they say?
They'll say go away.
No. What does a desperate person say that says I'm desperate without saying I'm desperate? What are the words that go into the message?
Help, I'm lost.
Okay. But you're not going to say that.
No.
What's the opposite of desperate?
Help.
Yeah. A desperate person, I'll tell you this, because I'll tell you this right now as a word of, experience.
Yeah.
There's a group of my best friends. I think there's 6 of us, and we've been best friends since high school. And we've been in each other's weddings and like everything. And we're all still close except one. And that one person is because he was in network marketing and he was a terrible salesperson. He was telling us that what he has, he was constantly talking about it. He was constantly trying to sell us on it. Even when we told him no, he was telling us that we needed his product. That's desperate.
Yeah.
That's terrible salesmanship. That is
Yeah.
the worst thing nobody wants. We all love him, but we said we don't like that and we don't talk to him anymore. It's been years. You don't want to be that person.
No.
Sales is seduction. You've got to be confident, you've got to be ruthless, and you have to be secure in yourself. And you have to start with creating connections.
Yeah.
Meaning that you just start relationships. Relationships come from conversations. So
Yeah.
you have to start these conversations with people and ask for permission. Consent is the most important part.
Right.
You start with giving. Can I send you some information? Can I show you something?
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
tell you about what I'm doing right now? And then you ask questions. Do you know anybody who's looking for something like this?
Right.
That's how you leverage your network. You
Yeah.
ask, you know anybody else looking for something like this?
Yeah.
Because if you're asking one person, I just say, are you looking for this? That's one person and they'll give you a no. But if you ask who they know,
They
you're
know.
tapping into their entire network.
Yeah.
Also, so can you send those messages tonight?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What would keep you from sending them tonight?
If because the time of night is now, it's 11 o'clock my time at
Yeah,
night.
it's great. It's a good thing they're messages so they don't wake them up. You're not calling them.
There's nothing to stop me at all.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, there's one thing that could stop you.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know.
We've already talked about it on this call.
No. It's gone. I can't think.
Being a loser. A loser is desperate. A loser is looking for help. A loser is looking for a handout. A loser is scared. A loser makes decisions from a place of fear, Graham. Whereas a winner, a leader is empowered. They're confident. They're helpful. They're curious. They're calm. They're confident.
I see.
Feel those feelings, create that identity,
Yeah.
and feel those feelings
Yeah.
every moment, and then make your decisions from that place. And
Yeah.
when you feel yourself hesitating, ask yourself, am I doing this from fear or from love? And then you create that identity. You step into that identity over and over and over again, Graham. And I'm going to give you some proof here. You're already a winner. Look at everything that you've overcome.
Yeah.
Look at all of that. Many of those things would have been, any one of those things could have been something that would put someone down.
Yeah.
And they took tail and quit
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
any point in time.
I'll quit.
But you persevered because you believed in yourself.
Yeah.
Now you have to continue and amplify and grow that belief, and not just think it, not just speak it, but behave like it. And the first behaviors you have to take are to send those messages. Can you do that, Grant?
Do that.
Can you be a winner tonight?
I'm gonna be a winner. You don't realize how much this could be for me tonight.
Hmm.
Yeah, a breakthrough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
really.
know.
It's been real emotional.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Graham, I would like to ask you to thank me in a very particular way. Can I share with you what that particular way is?
Yeah.
Get fucking rich. I will do everything that I possibly can to help you in any way that I can.
Maybe I broke the ice tonight, so
Beautiful. You did a great job. Graham, I know it's terrifying. Like, you've never been in sales. I'm fucking brutal. I'm constantly hammering that group. Daniel G's like,
I've been in retail, so that's not really retail is just
yeah, it's different, completely different. Yeah, there's me, there's Daniel G. We're big.
Yeah.
And we want you to be big too, Graham.
Yeah.
I want you to have a big voice, big personality. I want you to be glowing. I want people to just be like, oh my God, who is that? When you walk in the room, that's what I want for you, Graham.
and I appreciate your time as well.
Of course. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep contributing to the group. If you could
Yeah.
today, please just share your biggest takeaway from today and how you're going to apply it. Put it immediately in WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And after you send your messages, Graham,
Right. Yeah.
text me because I want to celebrate with you tonight.
Right. Yeah.
All right, man. Take
All
it
right.
easy, Graham. You're an absolute gem and a blessing to all of us. Please now share that blessing with 5 or 6 other people on Facebook, and I'll talk to you afterwards.
Right. Thanks. Thank you. Bye.